welcome to Geordie Giant Veg. Thanks everyone who's been subscribing and stuff lately, I really appreciate it. I'm just doing a quick update to show you what's going on down at the allotment. It's now May the 8th. I hope everyone joined in with the Naked Gardener's Day. I know I did from years ago anyway. Reposted my fat arse. If you haven't seen it, check out my Instagram at Geordie Giant Veg. Feel free to message us any questions or what have you. I'm happy to answer anything really. I'm just in the greenhouse here. These leeks are starting to look a bit sorry for themselves. They need to go out as soon as possible. I'm just waiting to get my polytunnel sorted out. As you can see, these leeks are really long. These are a Yorkshire Giant leek, like I said on the last video. And they're flying now. The pots are full, so they need to go out. And a couple of condo potatoes. These are cuttings I took off a proper plant, so they're doing all right in there. It's been a bit cold lately, so things have tended to have stopped. The 4 leeks in here, I need to get the cover on. But the cover for my big polytunnel over there is part of this cover here. So I need to get that cover on first, cut the section off I have left over, and that will cover this and probably cover that one as well. I bought more than I needed, if you know what I mean. I've still got this mess to get sorted out. It's just little and often. I've managed to dig over most of this one, but I've got all the edges to do. Today I mainly got sorted this marrow patch. Took a lot of sorting, as you can see, all the weeds on the compost heap over there. But this has been fertilised with chicken manure and the old Mills Ultimate soil from the cucumbers and stuff like that. That's all been chucked on here and rotivated in, so it's nice and clean. There's the weeds I got out of it, so just a couple. There's big Alpha dog, Alfie. He's getting trained well. Alfie, sit. Sit, Alfie. Sit. Sit. Make us a liar. Never mind anyway. See hello, Alf dog. Fat boy. Yeah, and I'm getting all this cleared as well and rotivated, and chicken manure pellets put in here as well. 25 kilograms of chicken manure I used there. Alfie loves it down here. I've tried an organic. Oh, 2 seconds. I'll speak to you when I'm. The fruit bushes, the red currants and stuff like that are flying now, so we're due to have a nice crop of them this year. The carrots now, the sweet candle carrots have now been whittled down to 1 on each bay. There was 4 or 5, but they've all been whittled down to 1 on each bay now. The parsnips, they've all germinated and I've whittled them down to 1. The long carrots, only 2 have germinated in that barrel, and 4 in this big air pot, sorry, not barrel. Alfie, stop chewing that. My giant onions are ticking on nicely. They're starting to throw up new flutes all the time now. No sign of thrip. I've got Viadate in with that, so that's an important thing. The giant carrots and parsnips, as you can see, they're starting to throw up new foliage all the time. The old ones are just getting plucked off, so they don't cause any rot really. A bit like this one here, see how it's starting to rot away. I just pull that off there, get rid of it. Got 3 parsnips in here, which seem to be going really strong as well. And there are the condo potatoes. They're growing really strong. I'm hoping for a massive mutant potato to take to one of the shows, just as fun really. 2 of the long Yorkshire Giant leeks. These are going to get absolutely nuked with all sorts of additives. They're going to get C4 from Mills, a PK additive later on in their lives when they're starting to bulk up a bit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how big I can actually get these. And he's enjoying the parsnips. Hey, Alfie, get out. Hey, get off. Fat little bugger. Yeah, and the rest are just ticking over nicely. There's another. This one seems to have multiple tops on it. As you can see, all the small foliage here tends to mean that there's multiple tops. There's no show without punch, is there? Get on. And the carrot is starting to look like quite a big carrot underneath as well. So I need to keep that covered best I can. Yeah, spot on. Everything's ticking over nicely there. I've now got this stretch rotivated and got some chicken manure pellets in here as well for a pumpkin. I'm going to be growing a pumpkin, like I said last time, from over there. I'll get further back, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to be growing a pumpkin from over there through here and hopefully get a fruit set about here. I've getting all this done today as well, cleared and fertilised with some chicken manure pellets again. That's where my marrows and maybe another pumpkin are going to be going. I've done most of this as well. I've been quite busy, but I need to get this sorted out. I've still got lots to do for that polytunnel, and I've got the cover now, but there's going to be some cold days in front of it, so I'm not going to push that too much. I'm not going to worry about that too much. As the old saying goes, never cast a clout until May's out. In here, need to do a little bit of weeding in here. They're growing super quick, the weeds in here, the little buggers. But these are my Cumbrian leeks by Joe Mackenzie and a few of Joe Mackenzie giant onions. This is what I mean about putting things out a bit early. I think they're not suffering as such, but they could be moving a lot quicker if I'd kept them indoors and planted them out maybe in a week's time. Let things warm up a bit more, guaranteed. But they still seem happy enough that they're throwing up new flags and they're starting to get twists on the top. You see how the flags twist? That means that they're getting their feet in and they're pretty happy. Alfie, out of there! Yeah, and destroyed by a fat bulldog. I tried an organic weed killer. I was advised things like white wine vinegar and stuff like that, so I put a little concoction together and I tried my best to get rid of the weeds, come and spray it, and unfortunately the organic stuff just hasn't cut the mustard. I've still got loads of, you can see it's affected these slightly, but they're still growing through. It hasn't actually killed the plant, so I need something more, well, a lot more stronger, a systemic weed killer. I suppose something similar to that. I'm on the lookout, but I'm aware that next door, well, either side and front and back, they've all got pigeons, so I'm worried about spraying all the weeds in the borders and stuff like that to try and control them, in case any of the pigeons are affected with any of the weed killer I'm going to use. It needs done. I need to do it. So, but that's got us worried. So I need to speak to the manufacturer and the supplier of the weed killer and find out if it affects poultry and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm happy with things the way they're going. I've getting a few hours down here. Things are starting to get sorted out. I need to give the whole place a good spray with weed killer and get rid of all these growing through. Oh, if you bless them. Yeah, so if you like what you see and you like what you watch, just remember to subscribe for future updates. Hit the little bell button and you'll be notified of any future videos I do. I was going to say something, but I can't. There's like a secret veg show. Well, not veg show, but veg display I've been involved with. That I've sent more veg down to, some of me giants and stuff like that. I can't say much more about that, to be honest, but it'll come to fruition and you'll find out about it in due course. It's about August time, so I'll take videos when I'm there and you'll see what I've been talking about. You'll know it's not massively secret, but the guy who's in charge of it all has just said he doesn't want anybody to know what we're up to at the moment, so I can't say anything more. But yes, things are ticking over nicely. The marrows I'll show you in 2 minutes while I'm back at the house. I'll show you in the greenhouse and see how the marrows and the giant pumpkins are getting on. So join us when I'm back at home. Hello and welcome back. I'm just back at home now. I'm in the greenhouse. The greenhouse needs completely cleaned, so please forgive the mess. I've had loads to do, and obviously cleaning's always the last thing on anyone's mind. These are the marrows and big pumpkins. As you can see, they're looking quite well. I had to shut the door because it was starting to get some cold spells. This one's for the Ben. This one's Grayson's marrow. He helped us plant all these, and lo and behold, one pumpkin or marrow did, one pot, sorry, did sprout up two. He put two seeds in one pot, the little bugger. But I sourced it anyway. And finally, the squash at the back has germinated and popped through. I didn't think I was going to get anything off that. But the Dale Totten marrows seem to be by far the best. I've got some bags and they all seem to have slight issues with them leaf wise, and see how this one's looking a bit sorry for itself, and this one's looking a little bit sorry for itself. It's weird, but all the Totten marrows are flying, and this is a big pumpkin here, so they're looking good. The Trezano tomatoes are looking alright. I'm going to stick some of these in some hanging baskets. The world record bell pepper are through, and so is the poblano seed, so spot on with that. These are kohlrabi. I've just left to deteriorate really. I've got a couple more marrows there. One's a bag. See how the bags ones again, it's got like problems with the leaves and stuff like that, whereas the Tottens are just spot on. I don't know if it's just the mutant gene in them. I've left these carrots and parsnips in these pipes just to see what they're like at the end. I keep watering them, feeding them, stuff like that. I'm just going to see what they're like at the end, see if that pipe is full of a fat horrible carrot all the way down. Be fun to see anyway. A new little addition, I've put a giant red cabbage in an oxypot, and as you can see there, I don't know if you can quite see, some of the roots are starting to just pop through there now. And before long, I've got air stones in here circulating oxygen around the roots. I don't need to hand water this soon. Hopefully the roots will get into this nutrient solution and that cabbage will start absolutely flying. I'm thinking of putting a light above it. I've got a T5 light, so I'm thinking of nuking it a bit with a light. But yeah, that's all what's going on in there for the moment. Mills pays the bills, as always. In here, I've got the lights coming on for an extra hour's subsidiary light at night. Still, I've got all this to sort out. These are going in the these leaks are going in the autopot system, what goes into that new polytunnel. As you can see, they're starting to shred their old flags now, but they're really healthy. They're really loving it and enjoying the light. The 315 adjuster wing. But soon there'll be 4 giant onions in here, and I'm thinking of putting one of them giant carrots and giant parsnips in this bed underneath. All this will be getting cleared. There'll be 8 onions in this big 1,000, well I think it's at least, I would say 2,000 litre trench really in here. I've got LED lights to go above this one, and I'm keeping a 315 against that one. There'll be 4 onions under there, 4 onions under there, and in the middle I'm just going to put a giant parsnip and a giant carrot just for fun, to see how big I can get them inside here as well. There's a load of other leeks and mishy mash stuff in here that I need to get out as soon as possible. There's a chance that the majority of them are going to go to seed because they've been they've dried out slightly at times because it's hard to get in for the water. But I've been bottom watering all these leeks, so they should be fine, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in the auto pot system, to be honest. So yeah, that's all what's going on down here. I've just ordered myself some seaweed. It's cold pressed seaweed, and it's meant to be the best stuff about, and I'm going to be foliar feeding a lot with that. Some of the giant veg and the marrows and stuff like that's going to be getting foliar fed with the seaweed, so watch out for what I'm doing with that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you again on the next one.